But I wanted to jump into some of this Wilds info that we had before I jump into it. I didn't really play the betas or demos, so this is going to be my first dive into it. I'm going to look at the live trailer and the beginner's guide to Monster Hunter Wilds and go from there. So let's go ahead and check these out. You guys have probably already seen it, but you can let me know what weapon you are starting with in the comments. And I think tomorrow I'll have a video looking at those weapons as well. And Worlds, I played with the hammer. And I was thinking about that now, but I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and jump in. This is the live action trailer.
The world is wild.
It's kind of cool.
Filled with untamable forces.
Why would the plant die? The desert.
That constantly test the delicate balance of chaos and order. When nature's will intensifies, long dormant dangers awaken.
This is the live action trailer.
Exposing our vulnerability, shining light on buried truths.
Cat's like, what the fuck? That's cool.
As instability
Thought it
spreads,
was something totally different. Oh, oil.
challenges seem insurmountable.
Bro just got flamed. I think he was supposed to block or dodge that. What?
Challenges seem insurmountable.
That don't seem right.
Consequences all-consuming.
That everybody with 5090s. Wait,
And when our very existence is at
I know the monsters can fight each other, but was that a boss fighting another, like, boss monster? Right here? That would be crazy. I don't know if that's something that's normal.
and when our very existence is at stake, we are called upon to restore balance to the wilds.
Stay away from that guy on the left. He'll know how to move out of fire. Oh, I get the cat now. Palicos, the cat.
We are hunters. Monster Hunter Wilds. The wilds are calling.
It's kind of
Available February 28th.
It's kind of reminiscent to the Final Fantasy 14 trailer when they all got summoned into the fight. That was kind of cool. All right, so next we'll look at the beginner's guide, I think, to Monster Hunter Wilds. And I think Monster Hunter Wilds is supposed to be more beginner friendly. I haven't read the reviews, but I've seen people talking about them and how the game is easier or something like that. But that's just from what they played. I'm pretty sure they didn't play through all of Monster Hunter Wilds, just so many hours in. Like, the hunts later in the game will have to be harder, right? I don't know. We'll see. All right, beginner's guide to Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm a beginner, and here's my guide.
Welcome to the world of Monster Hunter Wilds. Together, we will journey to the Forbidden Lands, uncharted territory that the Guild has begun investigating. The Forbidden Lands were believed to be uninhabited until just a few years ago, when a boy named Nata was found there and taken into Guild protection.
Right.
Nata was all alone after escaping an attack on his village by a mysterious monster, and the Guild has assembled an expedition to investigate.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
Our objectives will be to investigate the monster, known as the White Wraith, and to rescue Nata's people, known as the Keepers.
All right, so I'm glad I'm seeing more like different land environments. When I was looking at Wilds and all the videos and stuff, it was like they were just in the desert. And I'm like, I don't really want to be in the desert like that. I've seen green. I think some ice.
Who am I, you ask? My name is Alma, and I'll be your guide on this journey. Are you ready to step into a world of adventure? Let's go! Each expedition unit consists of a hunter, handler, smithy, and palico. And it'll be all hands and paws on deck, with each unit carrying out their own vital roles for the guild. Hunter! As our unit's hunter, you're sanctioned to bear weapons and hunt monsters. And as your handler, it's my responsibility to manage your quests, authorize hunts, and ensure that you have all the information you need. Gemma, our smithy, will take monster materials you provide and forge equipment for you.
On the road? That's kind of cool.
And your palico is your trusty companion, there to lend support whenever needed. We'll take it from here! I mentioned there's more than one unit.
Palico?
We belong to Avis unit.
Talk.
And we'll have the honor of teaming up with the other units, like Astrum unit, to see our mission through.
The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
The Windward. So this is the desert area? The Windward Plains?
Our initial foothold into the Forbidden Lands will be the Windward Plains.
Yes.
Due to its ever-changing weather, the plains will put both the wealth and the wrath of nature on full display.
It's ever-changing.
During the fallow, ravenous carnivores battle for every scrap of food, and a phenomenon known as the sand tide conjures thunder and lightning. After the storm comes the plenty, a time of abundant life and fertility.
See, I didn't even know that. That's how that worked. That's pretty interesting that the weather changes the environment like that, the seasons or whatever. Like I thought, like if you see a desert, you just think it's a desert, but
with every shift in the environment, the creatures of the plains change their behavior to adapt and survive. To succeed in our expedition, we'll have to be every bit as observant, versatile, and resourceful.
Storm's crazy. Something just died over there in the background.
A rich, diverse ecosystem has arisen from the Windward Plains' unique climate. The Doshagama, for example, form packs centered around an alpha.
Doshagama.
Taking on multiple large monsters at once is a recipe for disaster. In order to face the alpha in a more ideal situation, it's wise to disperse the pack first.
How do you do that?
In sandy areas, you'll encounter Balahara. Their flexible bodies allow them to maneuver freely in and out of the sand.
That's kind of cool.
They're capable of creating quicksand traps. Unfortunate not just for hunters, but for any large monsters that get dragged into them. You may also encounter Chotacabra, toad-like monsters that favor the more rocky areas of the plains. These monsters apply sticky saliva to their forelimbs and then fortify them with minerals. The Chotacabra's sizable tongue, while crucial to its survival, is also its biggest weakness. Don't miss your chance to attack when the tongue is exposed. Nature has one rule. You're either the hunter or the hunted. That goes for monsters too, as they battle for supremacy. In the Windward Plains, one creature sits squarely at the top of the food chain, Ray Dow. Often spotted during the onset of the sand tide, Ray Dow has adapted to the relentless lightning storms and is able to use this adaptation to discharge devastating attacks to any that threaten its territory.
So you can make lightning weapons?
If you are called upon to face it, Hunter, I ask that you take extreme precaution.
Ray Dow.
While out on hunts,
You
you might spot some small creatures at your feet, or perched in the trees. All of the endemic life you see has evolved to survive in this harsh environment. I cannot help but to be amazed by these creatures. The sheer will to survive, even in such an unforgiving environment.
That's kind of cool.
Let's talk about the expedition's base camp. This is the heart of operations, where you can do practically everything, whether it's crafting weapons and armor or
That's a huge
resupplying
tomato.
provisions. One tool that's sure to come in handy out in the vast expanse of the plains is the pop-up camp. While limited in number, these provide a sort of home away from home while out in the field.
They pop up, they can't pop down.
Pop-up camps serve as fast travel waypoints. A place to change your equipment, and an item restocking point. See how useful they are? Of course, if a monster finds one of them, it might not last very long.
No.
We'll need to think carefully where exactly we set them up.
So they're limited and they can get destroyed? Like you can't pick it back up once it gets destroyed? That sucks. Or maybe it's gonna pick back up.
We'll need to think carefully
No,
where
it's gonna pick
exactly
back
we
up.
set them up.
All right. Oh, I was about to say that was suck. It was getting repaired there.
In our travels, there's a chance we'll cross paths with the people of the Windward Plains. Our interactions with this new culture could be what sustains us on our quest.
You said the kunafa. And that bread
An
and cheese.
incredible adventure awaits, with new monsters, new friendships,
Saganaki.
and awe-inspiring vistas. I almost forgot. Have you decided on a weapon yet? Every hunter's journey begins with weapon selection.
I don't know.
Would you rather get in close and unleash with all your might? Keep your distance and dish out a relentless assault? Deliver stinging blows as you stand your ground? Or strike with a flurry of slicing attacks? 14 weapon types are available, and at least one of them is the perfect fit for you. If you're not sure what to pick, ask me. I can provide advice on which is the most suitable. If mobility is your first priority, then this weapon might be a good match.
They put the quiz in the game.
Hunters can't just rely on weapons. You'll need to make use of items like shock traps and barrel bombs, not to mention any endemic life and
So
geographical features that you come across. It's up to you to read the situation and use all you've got to take down your target.
I would never. Unless it told
One
me, I
thing's for
guess.
sure, hunting is hungry work. With your portable barbecue grill, you'll be able to prepare meals on the go.
I did see that the food stuff looks like way better in this game than it did in Worlds. It's crazy.
And yes, that includes meat.
So tasty!
Your Palico is a feline companion that provides various types of support out in the field. Whether it's laying traps to hinder monsters, or healing you when you've taken a beating.
That's crazy. Must be that one guy from the live
two
trailer.
of you make a pretty good team.
You can always trust me to have your back.
Oh, that reminds me. Be sure to keep an eye on your health gauge.
Okay.
It will start shaking to warn against any potentially life-threatening attacks. There's
They're all
no better way to
life-threatening.
traverse the Windward Plains than astride your sacred. Whether it's a target you're trying to reach, or just a point on the map, your sacred will follow the scent and take you there.
Sacred.
Not only can you gather and use items on the go, you can even perform mounted attacks.
That's cool.
And if you find yourself in a tight situation, you can call your sacred, and it will swiftly take you out of harm's way. Whether you're hunting or just exploring, that extra mobility will prove rather useful.
All right.
you're struggling to face a monster alone, you'll be able to call for reinforcements. Fire an SOS flare, and up to 3 hunters will race to your side to assist with the hunt.
There's multiplayer.
In multiplayer, you'll be connected online with a team of hunters from around the world. If you are unable to fill the hunting party, or if you'd prefer to play offline, then NPC support hunters will come to your aid instead.
So you still get NPC horses.
Hunt monsters and harvest materials from them. Use those materials to upgrade your weapons and armor. And get out
There's some
there
cool
and
armor
join the quest
in there.
with your hunter friends.
I think this one looks kind of cool.
Use those materials
Well, they all look
to
kind of cool.
upgrade your
This one looks really cool.
weapons and armor. And get out there and join the
I
quest
wonder how many
with your
different armors
hunter
there are.
friends. Your brand new life as a hunter is about to begin in Monster Hunter Wilds.
So that is the beginner's guide. Yeah, there was a couple of things I didn't know. Like I didn't know that you could call in your support, have NPC supports, and like pulling down the tree with the net, and that there was a lot of stuff I didn't know. The environment changed. I thought it was just all one desert, or you just go to a new area and it wouldn't be a desert anymore. But apparently it all changed with the season. So pretty excited to jump into this. Like I said, I played a little bit of Worlds. I can't even remember the name of the last creature I defeated, last monster I defeated in Worlds, but it wasn't like anywhere toward the end of the game or anything like or the last hunt. It was a few in, probably 4 or 5 in, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to jump into this one. We'll be playing that, and you can experience the beginner's journey with me as I learn stuff and eventually start making interesting guides, I guess. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Monster Hunter Wilds. Let me know in the comments what weapon that you will be using or which weapon I should begin with. The next video is going to be looking at the weapons. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.